Sean Donnelly in the 08 led on the restart with Joseph Howard right behind him. Lucas Hunter in the 01 is still a few laps down. And if you look behind the 17, you'll see that Anthony Griffith in the 211 has worked his way up to third. Todd Stater worked his way into the mix once again, making it 4 wide for the lead. This kind of thing would normally result in a huge crash, but fortunately it didn't. Afterwards, officials warned Stater to be a little more careful. Here's Andy Pearson, who fell out of the lead pack as he comes up to lap Jason Bates. Bates comes right down on him and takes both cars into the wall, however the caution doesn't fly. Bates was called to the hauler for this maneuver as well as his low speed. After receiving that damage, Andy Pearson was much slower, though he was a gracious back marker and let everyone go by. Back up front, Anthony Griffith in the 211 challenges Todd Stater for the lead, and he will take it. It's nice to see the Big Bunny team finally getting their act together and running up front. If you look behind the leaders, you see Joel Rodriguez is still lapped down, though he's keeping pace with everyone else. The leaders would come across the slow car of Jason Bates once again. Anthony Griffith goes high and blasts by the 51 while everyone else gets stuck behind him. This would have given Griffith the huge lead if the caution didn't fly soon afterwards. Alex Carson and Joseph Howard get together. Carson shoots back up the track into Earl McDermott, who turns the 28 into the wall. It looked like Carson was trying to get to the inside, but he didn't realize that Joseph Howard already had a nose on him. Earl McDermott, despite having his front end smashed in, didn't pit under the yellow, and thus he was really slow on the restart. He is running 4th right here, but not for long. Joseph Howard is going to work his way up to the lead with Brenda Riggs in 3rd and Todd Stater still hanging on to 4th. This would result in Anthony Griffith being freight trained by most of the leaders. Apparently his car does not handle too well on the outside. Here's Leslie Riggs running up towards the front once again. Her crew was able to fix that car after she smacked the wall, and now she's turning some very fast laps. Todd Stater took the lead from Joseph Howard, and now they begin to pull away from the rest of the field. Stater's certainly been showing the power of his electric Genesis Prote over the past few weeks. He stole the win away at Mansfield quite easily, and now it's been one of the fastest cars today. But here comes Jason Bates to spoil the fun once again. He holds up Stater in the 150, allowing Joseph Howard to catch right up to him. There you see D.J. Daniels in the 78 running in 3rd, one of his best performances of 2010 so far. Amy Harrison and Lucas Sweeney are having some very nice runs as well. Sweeney in the 8 eventually broke away from the pack and started chasing down Todd Stater. A few laps later, Sweeney caught Stater and proceeded to take the lead away from him. However, Stater fought back and used the lap car of Lucas Hunter to take the lead back from Sweeney, but then Sweeney would just sweep by the 150 once again. If you think all this battling is slowing them down, this is Brenda Riggs, who is running in 3rd. Those two little dots in the distance are Sweeney and Stater. Those two have built up a commanding lead in the closing laps of the race, and in order for the rest of the field to catch up to them, they would need a caution. Here is Paul Lyons in the Team Burr 55 car back out on the track after taking it to the garage during the pace laps. Officials threatened to come down on them if they parked, so Lyons is out to finish the race. He's going to be about 132 laps down, but he'll finish. Lyons is running really slow on the apron, trying to stay out of everyone's way, but that doesn't stop him from getting into a little incident of his own. He spins the car out and backs it into the inside wall. Even though he wasn't in anyone's way, Lyons was still called to the hauler for failing to meet minimum speed. In the meantime, Lucas Sweeney has built up a 3-car lead on Todd Stater on the final lap. Stater drives it into the corner deeper than Sweeney, similar to how he won at Mansfield last week. However, he doesn't get a good run coming off the corner, and Lucas Sweeney, after struggling at the beginning of the year, goes on to take his first ARLA Elite Series victory. And here are your top 5 finishers. Sweeney, the son of former 2-time champion Paul Sweeney, had a very impressive 2009 and finally starts to pick it back up this week. Todd Stater has another very good finish, proving that he belongs in this series after an abysmal 2008 and 2009. Brenda Riggs finishes a distant 3rd. D.J. Daniels picks up his first top 5 of the season, and Kurt Walker finishes 5th at his home track. And here are your points. Bobby Porteau got into a bit of trouble this week, allowing Andy Pearson to catch up to him. He's only 2 points behind. Todd Stater and Leslie Riggs are tied for 3rd. I believe Stater has a better average finish than Riggs. That's why he's placed higher than her. Kevin Monroe runs 5th. He is actually tied with his teammate Brenda Riggs. Jason Bates had a rather dismal race. He's tied for 7th with Kurt Walker. Alex Carson is in 9th, and Scott Morales rounds out the top 10, 84 points from the lead.